What if Naruto was like Broly Part 10? Naruto wakes up early in the morning to test out his teleportation quickly by locking onto a random ninja who is walking past Ichiraku Ramen. He blips outside the shop with a huge smile on his face, still not believing that he is now capable of something as mental as this. Naruto has some ramen and sees Sakura walking past on the way to the arena. He pays Mr. Ichiraku and catches up to Sakura. They talk about how their training had gone, and both are impressed by the other's growth. Naruto asks if she has seen Sasuke, but Sakura shakes her head, saying that she hadn't seen him all month. They get to the arena and make their way up the stairs to where the other genin are waiting. The first fight is Shikamaru versus Neji. I think this fight would be really interesting, as Neji is a close range fighter, while Shikamaru is mid to long range. But I feel that Neji would win, but not by force. As we've seen, Shikamaru doesn't seem to like hurting people, so I think Shikamaru would get Neji in shadow possession and smash Neji's head against the wall like he did to the girl Sound Ninja from the preliminaries in the original. But I don't see Neji going down by just that, so I think that Shikamaru would forfeit the match, pissing Neji off a little as he didn't win based on strength. The next fight is Shino versus Tamara, and let's face it, Shino doesn't really have a chance, and probably forfeit after Tamara's first wind strike, as it would kill some of his bugs. And we know Shino wouldn't send his bugs out to die, so that's the second fight in a row of forfeit. I swear that's the last one. Don't worry. Next is Sakura versus Kankuro. The two of them get ready to fight, with Kankuro unhooking his puppet from his back, and Sakura putting her gloves on, ready. The proctor tells them to start, and immediately Sakura uses a smoke bomb, just like she did in the preliminaries, and sends 3 shadow clones to distract Kankuro, just like she did with Ino. But Kankuro was watching that fight and ignores the clones and sends his puppet straight towards the smoke, knowing that the real Sakura is in there. He knocks Sakura out of the smoke and unconscious, announcing that he won the fight. But a chill goes down his spine as he hears a voice behind him, saying a ninja must see through deception. The real Sakura throws a massive punch to the back of Kankuro's head, knocking him out and winning the fight. Naruto gives her a thumbs up with a huge proud smile on his face. Sakura goes back up to the stands, telling Naruto that he better win his fight. But Naruto's fight will be put back, as Sasuke had just arrived, and now it's time for his fight. Let's face it, with Sasuke's improved speed and somewhat knowing about Dosu's abilities after he fought Choji, it's not a fair fight. Sasuke just wins hands down. But for context, he speeds around Dosu, avoiding his sound attack, and using Lion's Barrage after knocking Dosu into the air and planting him into the floor. Pretty much no need for his chakra at all. Next up is Naruto versus Gaara, and both of them seem to be excited, but both for two different reasons. As Gaara just wants to kill Naruto, while Naruto just wants a good fight and to show off his abilities. Before the fight starts, Naruto looks up towards the stands, and to his surprise, Jiraiya this time stayed in the village and is now making his way to the Kage stand. Orochimaru, who is transformed into the Kazekage, is now really nervous, seeing that Jiraiya is also here. The fight starts, and Gaara doesn't hold anything back. He unleashes all of his sand, sending it all towards Naruto. Naruto dodges the sand strikes quite easily, and closes in on Gaara faster than he was expecting, punching him to the other side of the arena, and breaking some of his sand armor away at the point of impact. Gaara gets back up and makes a spear out of his sand, sending it towards Naruto, who simply catches it, sending it back towards Gaara. But Gaara stops it in midair. Knowing that Naruto is a major threat, he creates his sand dome and begins to let Shukaku out. The Hokage notices and feels some powerful chakra coming from within the dome and realises that it's probably from a tailed beast, and he's about to signal his Anbu to go in, but Jiraiya grabs his hand and tells Hiruzen to watch what happens next. Hiruzen doesn't understand, but he continues watching, and to everyone's shock, Naruto disappears from their vision, and the next thing they see is Gaara go flying out of the dome, with Naruto standing inside of it now broken. At the same time, the Sound and Sand Shinobi start attacking, knowing Gaara was about to transform. Gaara transforms to his semi-Shukaku state and busts out of the arena, with Naruto flying after him. Sasuke and Sakura don't follow, knowing that Naruto is more than enough to stop him from going any further with his plan. And either way, they're needed there. They get deep into the forest before stopping and continuing their fight. Gaara sends his sand arm towards Naruto, and Naruto feels how much Gaara's power has increased, as that did actually hurt a little bit. Knowing that he needs to end this quickly, as to stop his rampage before he gets any stronger, Naruto darts towards Gaara, hitting him with a small ki blast, knocking him out. But little did he know that he had just made things a hell of a lot worse. The full Shukaku appears, telling Naruto that it's time to die. He uses a huge air bullet and sends Naruto across the forest, injuring him quite a lot. Naruto thinks that this is the strongest person he has ever fought, so he needs to respond in kind. For the first time in a very long time, Naruto starts screaming. Shockwaves start emanating from him with rocks and sand rising off the ground. His hair raises up and he bulks up considerably into his Akari form, but this time he is in full control. He darts towards Shukaku and begins to punch him over and over again, pushing him further away from the village. Even the ninja still in the arena can feel the shock waves coming from every blow, and Orochimaru, Hiruzen and Jiraiya can see that the Shukaku is getting pushed back by one single floating shinobi. Jiraiya smiles, telling Hiruzen that is Naruto. Orochimaru recognizes the name as well as the power, and tells the Sound 4 to drop the jutsu. They have to leave right now. I mean, it's a smart thing, as the Hidden Leaf now has a shinobi who can go toe-to-toe with the one-tailed beast, and he's currently fighting both Jiraiya and Hiruzen at the same time. Naruto sees that Gaara is asleep and he's stuck inside of Shukaku, and decides that it's time to end it. He uses most of his ki, pushes it to his feet and shoots towards Gaara, while also forming a ki blade and cutting Gaara out of the beast. Shukaku disappears as Gaara wakes up. Naruto delivers his Talk no Jutsu while flying back to the village, and Gaara tells Naruto that he sees that he was wrong, and that he is sorry for what he had done. They see Kankuro and Tamara and descend. Naruto hands over Gaara and tells them that they should get to a hospital. They thank him for bringing their brother back, and Naruto flies off, back to Sasuke and Sakura, who both tell him that it's all over, and the power coming from Naruto is truly unbelievable. Before Naruto could say anything at all, Jiraiya and the Hokage both come over and tell Team 7 that the three of them will become Chunin, and that they should be proud of what they accomplished here today. So they all go back to the Hokage's mansion, including Kakashi, and the team get their Chunin flak jackets. Overjoyed, Kakashi and Jiraiya both treat them all to ramen. Let me know what you thought about this part and any improvements I can make. Subscribe and share if you really want, and I'll see you all later. Bye.